Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessie and today I am doing a spring book haul. These books I purchased between like March and now, which now for me is May 15th. So these are quite a lot of books, but I will go ahead and admit that I normally wouldn't buy this many books in like even a 3-month period. But due to like libraries and stuff being closed because of the pandemic, I am buying more books than I normally would. And I know I could use like my library's ebook reader or ebook app, but I prefer physical books, so I've just been splurging. Plus, Chris built me 2 really nice bookshelves I need to fill up. But anyways, I'm going to start with like the books that I've been given, and then I'll go to the books that I purchased myself. Anyways, let's get started. Okay, so the first books were given were these 3 Harry Potter books. Chris gave these to me on our anniversary, and I know like these are books 1, 6, and 7, and that's because I had books 2 through 5, and so I just need these 3 to finish my collection. And I had been picking them up very slowly, like 1 or 2 at a time, every time I went to Half Price Books, and Half Price Books is like a little over an hour away from us. So I only did that whenever I went to that town, which wasn't very often. So that's why Chris went ahead and got me these books to finish my collection. So now I have all the Harry Potter books, and I just gotta finish my reread. So the next set of books, my cousin is, she's getting ready to have another baby, and she's kind of cleaning out her house and getting ready and like making room and getting rid of stuff they don't use anymore. And so she gave me back our House of Night series that we've been sharing. These are just the first 4 books. We have 7 of the books, but we're missing the 5th book. And I know there's like 12 or 15 books in the series, so I know we don't have anywhere near all of them. But they're back in my possession, and I intend to finish our collection and also finally finish the series. I've read the first 4 books like 2 or 3 times, and because I can never find the 5th book, it's never at my public library, it's never at Half Price Books, I don't want to buy an ebook of it. And I hadn't gotten around to ordering it off Amazon. I don't know why. Like, this is one of the series that I want to read, but it's not a top priority because like it's nostalgic for me, but it's not like an all-time favorite. It is a favorite because it's so nostalgic, because this is like one of the first series I read after Twilight. So I read these in 6th grade, which probably is not the best age group to read these, but whatever. I have books 1 through 4, and I believe books 6, 7, and 8. We're missing the 5th book. Brianna never got that one. And so, yeah, but I have them. I just don't want to show them because that's a lot. And while we're on the subject of books given to me by my cousin, there's this other series called I don't know what it's called, but it's by Meredith Wild. I have no idea what these are about, but my cousin was, these are the set of books my cousin was getting rid of, and I don't mind reading them. But they're called, the first book is Hardwired, and then there's Hard Pressed, and then there's Hardline, and then there's Hard Limit. And she bought these books a few months ago at the store called Dirt Cheap. And yeah, so she's bought the whole series because they were $2 each. And I don't know, I guess she didn't hate them, but I don't remember her saying much about them, but I'm gonna read them and see if I like them. So the next set of books I got were my Book of the Month Club books. In April, I got Beach Read, and I loved it. It was about the 2 authors who were essentially rivals, but not sort of rivals, and they ended up falling in love, and it's really cute. And then for my May Book of the Month Club pick, I picked Happy and You Know It. And this book is, I believe, about a girl who just kind of like ends up working at a child care center, or she works with children somehow, and ends up really involved in like the lives of some of the moms in, I think, New York City. So I'm really interested to read it whenever I do finally get to it. I thought the cover was really cute. Alright, so after that, I bought some books from a girl off Twitter. I can't remember her name. I meant to check before I started, but I will make sure I put her in the corner down here. And I will also link her, I think she has a channel, and I'll link her channel and her Twitter in my description box. I'm very sorry, but she was going through her books, and she had a really good deal on them. And I got these 3 books for $16, and one's a hardback. I got The Lovely Bones, which I've never read before, but I remember like when I was a kid trying to watch the movie, and I don't remember being particularly into it. But that's probably because I didn't understand what was going on, because I had to have been under 10. And like I just remember watching this when I was under 10, maybe. I might be mistaken though. And then the next 2 books I bought were like just old favorites. So I bought The Book Thief from her because this was an all-time favorite. I think I reread this 3 times just in high school. I haven't reread it as an adult yet, so I'm looking forward to a reread of this one. And then I also got Winter Girls from her because this is just one that I remember really enjoying in high school. I know the story is really sad, but about because the main character has an eating disorder and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed the book. I don't know what it was. It was just the one that I loved. But yeah. So I also purchased some books from Amazon. The first ones we'll talk about aren't here yet. They're kind of running behind. But I ordered the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I read the first Shadow and Bone in I read Shadow and Bone in February, and I really liked it. And I put the ebook on hold at the beginning of the pandemic getting really bad, and I'm still on hold for it. Whoever has it keeps renewing it because the library at my library they use Libby. You can only hold it for 2 weeks at a time, and then you have to renew it. So whoever's holding it keeps renewing it. So I just gave up because I really want to finish that series, and I bought it. I bought the box set. And then on top of that, I also bought the Six of Crows duology, which is also by Leigh Bardugo. And I went ahead and bought the box set for this one because I just wanted to go and get them both, and I wanted to read them. Because I know that like the Shadow and Bone is being made into a Netflix series, and I want to read all the Grishaverse books before that comes out because I do want to watch that. I get excited about shows, and I try to watch them, but I don't always finish them. Like, I get really excited about, what was it? I get really excited about Little Fires Everywhere. I love the book, but I never really finished the show. I think I went 2.5 or 3.5 episodes in, if that tells you anything. So the last book that I got from Amazon this spring was The Flatshare, and it's definitely one of my favorite romances, I think. I don't know if I like Beach Read or The Flatshare better because they're both cute in their own ways and really likable. I like them both. But yeah, these are my current, sorry, let me hold these correctly. These are the books I got from Amazon during this quarantine. By the way, if I don't tell you what some of these books are about, it's because I either think they're like pretty common books, or I kind of forgotten what they were about by the time they came because shipping's been a little slower because of the quarantine. The next book I bought from Barnes & Noble. I probably would have originally bought this book from Amazon, but by the time I went to order it, the shipping was going to be like a month after the order. So I just went ahead and went to Barnes & Noble's website and bought it. But I bought Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. And I love this book. I really loved The Poet X and With the Fire on High. I really enjoyed both those books. They were great. So I knew as soon as I heard about this one that I was getting it. And I pre-ordered it the day before it came out. So I ordered it on a Monday. It came out on a Tuesday, and it was in my hands by Thursday. And I loved it. It was so good. It's about two girls who, there's like a plane crash, and their dad dies. But the issue is the two girls don't know about each other because their dad is more or less living a double life. So it's really interesting, that aspect of it, and it was so good. I loved it. And then you can also, I feel like Elizabeth Acevedo did a really good job. I feel like Elizabeth Acevedo did a really good job at like distinguishing the two characters, because like the story is told in poem, but also each like it's told from two different perspectives, and I wasn't sure like at first if I'd be able to distinguish between the two girls' voices, but you can really well, I think. But yeah, I really like this book, and I had a lot of fun reading it. Okay, and finally I have my I ordered from Book Outlet for the first time ever, and I think I placed my order in the middle of April, and it arrived either at the very end of April or the very beginning of May. But I ordered all these books, plus I ordered a book for Rowan, and I think I only paid $34 because I had $10 off coupon. So I thought that was a really good deal. But yeah, I'm gonna put these down because I don't think I can hold all these and show you what they're about, because this is one of my bigger stacks. Also, these are kind of embarrassing because I forgot to take the little stickers off some of them, and I tried taking them off for the video, but they weren't coming off, so sorry. So the first book I got from not Half Price Books, excuse me, Book Outlet is Sorcery of Thorns. And I won't lie, I kind of bought this one because I thought the cover was pretty. It's kind of hyped, and I've been really into fantasy lately. I used to not be that into fantasy. I used to just be supernatural all the way. But supernatural, paranormal, whatever. But I've been really, really into fantasy lately. And so, not gonna lie, the cover's the reason why I bought this. But I do remember being interested in the synopsis. But yeah. But anyways, yeah, I'm excited to read this one. The next one, I'm obviously very excited to read, because I'm very excited to read everything, is A Curse So Dark and Lonely. And This is another one that I bought because I remember seeing a lot of people talk about it, and then also the cover. I like the cover and then the whole fantasy element. So yeah, I don't really remember what this one is about. I don't really remember what this book's about. I just know that I was interested in it, so I got it, and because it was a really good price. And like I said earlier, I'm trying to fill 2 giant bookshelves. So the next book I got from Book Outlet was Again But Better. And this is kind of about, I know this one's about a girl who's like in college and she hasn't really gotten like outside of her comfort zone very much. And so she signs up for a study abroad trip, and she ends up getting out of her comfort zone. So I'm excited to read this one. I think that'll be really good. I know I had a lot of trouble getting outside my comfort zone in college. I've also been into, I guess, thrillers, mystery. I don't know what they'd be really called. I don't want to say they're thrillers and then be wrong, but I don't want to say they're not thrillers and then be wrong, because I just don't want to be wrong. But I got We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and this one I know is really popular, so that's kind of a motivating factor. Sorry, the hype's been getting to me lately about a bunch of books, even though this one's probably, it's not old, but old by the standards that there's always new stuff coming out. So yeah, I am also excited to read this one. I'm sorry I say that so much, but I'm excited for life, I guess. The last book in my spring book haul is Suicide Notes from Beautiful Girls. And this is one that I thought was really interesting. It's about a girl whose friend supposedly committed suicide, but the friend's not sure. And so I guess she kind of takes upon herself to figure out what's going on. Kind of like how in Sadie, Sadie takes upon herself to find her sister's murderer, or in The Female of the Species, Alex takes it upon her. I think her name's Alex. It's been a while since I've read that one, so I'm sorry I misspoke. But Alex takes it upon herself to take care of the person who raped and murdered her sister, as well as like whenever other stuff happens, she's kind of taking care of everyone. And then I recently finished Monday's Not Coming, and that was another story where like a character lost a friend. She lost a friend, not a sister. But she didn't really know for sure her friend was gone, but she was the one who was like really pushing to find her friend. So yeah, I'm hoping that I will enjoy this one as well. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. I'm really excited to get to reading all these books that I haven't read yet, as well as other older ones on my shelf. I don't know how often I'll do book hauls, because I don't know how often I'll keep buying books. Like I don't know if I'll do like a seasonal one, or if I'll have like a month where I just happen to get a ton. But anyways, I will see y'all next week. Bye.